Every time I count my blessings, I count you first.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to share this journal layout with you because I added a little bit of color. For my first two journals, I stuck with a pen and ink black and white feel, which I'll continue because of the simplicity of it. But since autumn is so colorful with the leaves turning, I'm going to paint my cover page and then insert it into the journal later. I'm going to stick to the storybook feel and play upon that a little more as the months go by because eventually I would love to illustrate and write a children's book, so my journals will be a bit like practice for me. For this month, leaves and bare branches are a focal point, and since the holidays begin this month with Thanksgiving here, it is going to be a month of appreciation before the year comes to an end. I want to focus on family and friendships as my theme with all my illustrations and make the entire layout work more as a motivational planner. So for the cover page, I'm illustrating a mother and fawn next to a teepee in the center with very yellow fall branches and leaves surrounding it to create a very loving scene. After a few layers of watercolor, I am going back in with my micron to ink November and some of the imagery to tie it back in with the rest of the layout. Now for my very first page of my journal, this will be a reminder page, similar to a dedication page in a book, but a message dedicated to me by me. I'm inking a branch with a few leaves on it, and then underneath that it says, "Beautiful things happen when you try." Next page will be where my cover page will sit, and then next to that, I determine the mood for the month as a month of appreciation. Underneath that is a wonderful quote I love about gratitude. It says, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow." Moving on, I have a cute little squirrel dancing on top of mushrooms with an autumn branch as the leaves slowly fall around him. Underneath that is another one of my favorite quotes, this one by Oprah. It says, "The more you celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate." This is exactly my goal for this month and even the rest of my life. I want to appreciate rather than look at the things I don't have. I want to celebrate even the smallest achievements and begin to love everything about my life and to see the bad times as a chance for me to learn. I wish you all positivity and joy as well, starting today. Next to that little scene is the table of contents with the title up top, another autumn branch to tie it in with the rest of the layout, and then I have my page numbers underneath on the left in a larger and bolder font, and then the description of each section in my normal handwriting to the right. Next up is my 3-month calendar spread. I switched it up slightly here and changed the title on the left to glance ahead versus at a glance, which I might switch up again next setup. I continued with the branches more as a decorative element here framing the title, and then on the right I have my November calendar larger up top with my next 2 months down below. I really fell in love with this layout, so there is a very high chance you'll continue to see this going forward. And then on the right of all of that are 2 cute bunnies, one using the other to try to grab a leaf off of a branch, while the other one is happy with the leaf on the ground. Moving on to my monthly calendar, it's generally the same setup as the original, but the imagery up top changes with the theme. Here I have a family of foxes running through a field during sunset while the wind blows the leaves off a tree to surround them. I have the calendar set up in the center so I can physically plan out my month, and don't laugh at me, but I kind of messed up the spelling of Wednesday and week after zoning out, but I fixed them. Reading and writing more is on my overall list of goals, so hopefully that'll help me with my grammar. And then on the right I have my monthly goals. I couldn't build my website last month, so this month I want to build my website, work out 5 days a week, build my illustration collection, and have more patience. I feel like I've been rushing a lot of things with really high expectations, so starting now, I want to just try and do my best for every small step I take until I reach my goals, instead of focusing so much on the end goal and question why I'm not accomplished yet. This way I can enjoy the journey. Next up is my 30-day challenge tracker. I normally have a daily routine trackers here and decided to really focus it in this month. I've had this goal for the past few months now to draw every day. It doesn't matter if it's doodle or a full-blown illustration, but the point was to practice. So for this month, I am making it a challenge. On the left page, I have a bunny and fox kind of parading with the branches as the leaves fall around them in celebration. And then on the right, I drew 30 leaves for the 30 days of November. For every day that I accomplish this task, I will color it in, and I'm hoping to have a fully colored page by the end of the month. And now finally, I have my weekly setup. I use the same branches from my 3-month calendar spread and just flipped it. This way it ties it right back into the theme, and then on my right, I have the same setup as October because it worked pretty well. I was able to list my to-dos perfectly in each box. I have 8 boxes, one for each day of the week, and then the last box is dedicated for a weekly goal. I just repeated this 5 times for the 5 weeks of November. I have a few blank pages towards the end, which I may use to write my favorite quotes or just doodle, and then I have the other half of the journal for my December setup, which works out perfectly. So here's the final flip through. It definitely is more like a custom planner without the other trackers, but I love how everything turned out, and I thought that the colored cover page was going to be out of place, but it looks pretty good. You can find the digital printable on my Etsy if you're interested, and I am working on getting a shop fully stocked, and we'll have an announcement for an official launch soon, so follow me on Instagram for updates on that. It's taken me a little longer to figure it all out, but I hope to have a wonderful shop for you when I'm done. I hope this video inspires you to try to doodle in your journal and create one that suits you to achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching, and have a meaningful and fantastic day, everyone. Bye!